Choose 1, 2, or 3. If you chose number 1, this is what the I Ching has to say to you. You received 2 hexagrams, the first being number 11, Tai, or peace. Heaven exists on earth for those who maintain correct thoughts and actions. This hexagram signifies a time similar to spring. There is a strong flow of energy, and harmony and prosperity are the reward of those who correctly balance their higher and lower natures. It is by remaining aware of our inferior self while ensuring that the superior self governs our conduct that we arrive in a state of peace. See yourself as a young tree now. The ground around you is fertile. Sun and water and wind are plentiful. By maintaining your focus on moving upward toward light, clarity, and purity, you can reach great heights. If you become entangled in inferior things, you will not enjoy the full benefit of this gracious hour. Stay balanced, innocent, and correct, and good fortune is assured. It is a good time to act if one's inner attitude is open and humble. Your second hexagram is number 46, Sheng, or pushing upward. Activity grounded in truth brings progress and good fortune. It is a time when great progress can be made through effort of will. However, it is essential that all your activity be characterized by humility, conscientiousness, and adaptability. Progress as a tree does, bending around obstacles rather than confronting them, pushing upward steadily but gently. There is nothing to be feared from others now. Feel free to ask for help from those who are in a position to give it. Be neither subservient nor forceful with those you encounter. Simply meet everyone with tolerance and gentle goodwill. Those who look for the good in others find it there. If fears or doubts intrude, remain quietly focused on the activity at hand. Cultivate inner independence and trust the leadership of the Creator. The time is ripe for progress if you put forth an effort that is innocent, sincere, and balanced. If you chose number 2, this is what the I Ching has to say to you. You received 1 hexagram, number 54, Kuei Mei, or the Marring Maiden. In relationships, desires lead to misfortune. Behave with discipline and balance. Kuei Mei is concerned with the guidelines for the proper conduct of relationships, whether they be social, romantic, or work-related. The image here is of thunder roiling the surface of a lake, and it suggests that relationships can be disturbing to our peace of mind, unless they are established and governed under proper principles. The nature of relationships is that they lead us into the desire state. We begin to desire another, desire recognition, desire retribution, desire a particular outcome in a given situation. All of these desires lead us away from the equanimity that we aim to maintain as students of the I Ching. This hexagram often comes as a sign that you are in danger of sacrificing your composure in an effort to affect a relationship. When someone does not treat you as you would like, you are faced with a choice as to what to do. While it may be tempting to abandon the relationship in anger or act aggressively to produce a result, neither of these is consistent with proper principles. You are counseled instead to return to inner independence, acceptance, modesty, and gentleness. The greatest influence is always had through inner discipline and balance. Less subtle measures may produce more immediate results, but they are seldom lasting. This hexagram also teaches us that rushing into relationships, rushing to resolve a relationship, or rushing to escape a relationship are all akin to rushing on ice. Each invites a painful fall. Seek to establish relationships slowly and on proper principles, to allow them to evolve naturally, and to resolve disputes with patience and reserve. If your primary relationship, that with the Creator, is open and ongoing and devoted, then all other relationships will fall into place. The possibility of having an influence is small. Do not react against the adversity, but retreat into stillness and patience. Good fortune comes to one who accepts a background position. If you chose 3, this is what the I Ching has to say to you. You've drawn 2 hexagrams, the first being number 39, Qian, or obstruction. Surrounded by obstructions, one must first retreat, then seek the direction of the sage. There is an old saying which fits this hexagram: you are caught between a rock and a hard place. In other words, you are surrounded by obstructions. As much as you may want to blame others for the difficulty, in all likelihood the true obstruction is in your own thinking. What is called for now is a retreat into self-examination and self-correction. Emotions of desire, fear, or anger may tempt you to take action now, but do not be seduced. The presence of these strong feelings is proof that you are off balance and need to steady yourself. As long as you try to forcibly achieve external results, rather than carefully following higher truth step by step, you will be obstructed from making personal progress. Whenever we indulge in judgments about others, we obstruct our own peace of mind and progress. We should choose instead to see the best in others, allow them to come and go as they will, and turn our energies inward towards self-improvement. Often the faults in our own thinking are revealed only with the aid of others. You would be wise now to seek the advice of a qualified counselor or truth-minded friend. Retreat, self-examination, and self-correction will remove the obstructions that block your path now. Do not resist difficulties or advance against them. By retreating and observing, you learn an important lesson. Then moving forward becomes easy. The obstructions can only be overcome by the strength of proper principles. Through perseverance and correctness, you obtain the aid you need to succeed. Your second hexagram is number 15, Chien, or modesty. He creative acts to empty what is full and to offer abundance to what is modest. This hexagram suggests that a deepening of one's modesty now is a sure means of improving the situation. There is no power so great as modesty for compelling the assistance of the Creator, nor one so hindering as immodesty. Those in high places who retain their modesty are loved by all and continually prosper. Those below who cultivate modesty inevitably rise on the strength of their merits, without making enemies along the way. But what does modesty mean? Certainly it entails a refusal to boast or act imperiously with others, even in small ways. But beyond this steadfast humility, it also means that our effort to discern what is right and then do it is constant. We do not work against ourselves, and we do not indulge in doubts about the wisdom of correct conduct. This unwavering commitment to what is correct might be called the modesty before the sage. So there is in modesty a component of non-action, that is, not indulging in arrogant, ego-centered behavior, as well as a component of active effort, looking for opportunities to correct ourselves, to assist justice where there is injustice, to feed where there is hunger, to give solace where there is pain. Finally, and most plainly, modesty means holding to innocence, sincerity, and openness in every situation. To do this is to empty yourself and make room for the blessings of the creative to take root. If your message resonated, be sure to hit the subscribe button and notification bell.